This is a HeadGum podcast.
I used to trap butterflies in a fishnet, and then I would pin them on a board. So I punished the butterflies on your behalf, Emily. So I'm quite happy to hear this.
I'll tell you the weirdest turn of that story is it's made our affair even hotter.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I don't know, but all of a sudden the idea of you torturing and pinning a
Jake,
beautiful little butterfly.
Stop.
Pin me back,
Jake.
We are
Meg.
ladies and gentlemen,
The boys.
We've got a
The fellas.
fun episode for you today.
Yes, we do. Just you and I again, like we promised. The solos.
Now,
Like the acoustics. Go ahead.
Kevin, you're telling me to put my headphones on.
Why?
Yes, there is someone in the waiting room.
Okay. At this point, I'm not sure. Are you sure?
I have a feeling, but I'm not sure. I do think it's weird when Kevin fully dupes us.
Yes. Well, Kevin said before, let's do another
Solo intro.
And I said, we've
You
done
said-
a few. I think we're out of ideas. Our last one was kind of weird. It might be unusable. And he goes, trust me and put your headphones on.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Kevman, take the lead.
Eve, can you hear us?
Mhm.
Yes, I can.
Mom!
Eve, sweet Eve.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Okay, I'm really kind of sick of hearing your voices, though.
Wow.
Because I've been listening
What
for
a-
days.
What a hello.
Days.
Welcome to the world.
Wow.
So, Mom, how many, have you really been listening a bunch?
Yes. I listened on YouTube by accident,
By accident.
and well, I was looking for something and I saw you guys. So I said, why are they on YouTube? And, I just hit it. But I keep getting the same ones over.
So, Mom, really fast. Last time we talked on the phone and I said, would you maybe call in? It was because you had some notes. And the things you told me, I said, tell this to Gareth too. But you said we were getting too wild.
Yeah.
You didn't
You are
like the
kidding.
guests. So the floor is yours, Mom. What are we doing wrong? Maybe we'll call these Eve's notes.
I like that.
I think for one, and today for sure, I was 100% positive that Gareth really does the intros 100% better than you
It's a
do.
great note. I mean, Eve, I was a little worried that you were going to come with some tough notes, but I think that's a great note.
Okay,
I think.
explain what you mean,
But
Mom.
what you do,
Thank you, Eve.
what Jake does
I know.
is when you guys get really crazy,
Yeah.
especially with the guests, where I'm like, I feel like my kids are in the back seat and
Yeah.
I'm threatening to pinch them if they don't stop.
Yeah, and you
being
used to pinch
morons.
us so hard.
So, Eve, let me ask you this. When I think Jake's getting a little too wild, do you think if I pinched him that could
Oh,
help?
I forgot about the fucking pinch. She used to go.
I think if you just put your hand out,
Oh.
it would frighten him.
Yeah,
We
he
used
does.
to-
'Cause
we
they
used to
would
be in-
climb up.
We used to be in the backseat. This is very 80s. And we would all be like doing jokes and she would go like, enough. And if we wouldn't, she would reach her hand back. If she grabbed any sort of meat.
No, don't lie, Jake. Don't lie. You weren't doing jokes. You were either picking on Rachel or you and Dan were being so obnoxious.
Jokes.
It was unbelievable.
Eve,
They
what,
were-
it must have been so distracting when you were trying to drive and have this like sort of little yapping Jake.
There was a time that people were passing me and just looking at me.
Yeah.
And Jake was in the back seat with a friend of his. And I thought, oh, they're looking at the kids and thinking they're so adorable. And then a woman pulls up next to me and says, those little morons are throwing blueberries at every car that goes by.
See, that is very much what it's like trying to do an intro with Jake.
So, Mom, first of all,
Well,
you think.
I'm telling you, the hand went back there. I don't care, friend or no friend. He
Yeah.
got pinched
Good.
along with his.
I bet it was
but
it. I bet it was
I
Kent, and you
think,
probably pinched him too.
I did.
Yeah. Well, you
Back
guys,
in the
But I will
80s,
say that-
parents could kind of hit other kids.
you were throwing
too.
blueberries at cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Good
So wait,
Samaritan.
But hold on,
Oh.
Mom. We got to get back to the notes. So,
All right.
You
the
think I'm
notes
bad at
were
intros?
that When he's better at intros, but you're really good at when you're doing the jokes,
Yeah.
especially with guests, you have people on with you, that you, Jake, then slows it down and goes back to the guest.
So you have told me
Okay.
this. You hate when we do too much about us and not the caller. Is that correct?
you usually say what happens, which, I'm like, come on, if you'll ask the guest a question and then the people that are on with you start making jokes and all three of you start joking and the person starts to answer, but you guys get off on your tangent of, we're so funny. Well, then Jake is the one that always says, all right, let's get back to...
You think Jake does that competently?
Yeah.
He does that more than you do.
Yeah, no, that's...
Gareth is bad at that.
Well, by the way, I'm tired from carrying him during the intro at that point. I mean, I'm a little
exhausted. Well, that could be,
yeah,
because when Gareth does the intros...
We should focus on the intro.
The people seem really relaxed.
Oh, you mean the intro of the show or to the caller?
To the caller.
Oh,
caller.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay.
I think both I do very well.
And so what else could you give us notes for the show, Mom? Because we got to get back to making...
The commercials are too long.
Okay, and what do you think of Gil Buchanan?
It took me a couple of shows to know who the fuck he was.
Right. Well, now that you know who he is, what do you think of him? It doesn't feel great.
Mom, we got to go, but while we have you here, I want you to please give us really fast other notes.
Oh, I got one more thing that's really you should think about.
Okay.
You have to bring Kevin in a little more.
Really? Nobody's giving that note.
Yeah. Why? Are you just trying to be nice because he helped you technically?
No. There was a time, 2 times he came in, and it was funny. I mean, not like there was a woman, and, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's fine.
But the woman was saying something, and you guys were disagreeing with her. So she went along with you, and Kevin came in and said, wait a minute. 2 minutes ago, you were all against this. It was hysterical.
And what's your note to me then, Mom? Now, mind you, we're trying to make the show better, so you're helping me.
I just didn't like when you brought somebody in.
Oh, you don't like the guest?
Crazy.
So which guest did you not like the most?
You know what? The women are better than the men.
I agree.
This is my childhood.
But you just have to remember. You have to remember the caller.
I'm going to pinch you. You have to what?
You got to remember the caller.
Okay,
that's all.
That's right. Remember the caller.
Don't.
Jake. By the way, Jake's throwing blueberries at Kevin. Even is wild over here right now.
All right, Mom, we appreciate you. We're going to let you off the line. Love you, Mom.
Bye.
This episode is brought to you by Doer. Doer is a clothing company that we've been very excited about. As you can see, I'm wearing the pants. I'm wearing the shirt. They are comfortable. It stretches just right. If you're listening, go on YouTube just to see this goddamn fit. In the first one, the setup of that was I had gotten clothes for Gareth and we were going to surprise him. So he has now changed. It is a different day. He is back. And check out the Doer fit. Looks good, Garth.
It is good.
Yeah, it looks good.
It is really good.
So Doer makes stretch performance denim and lifestyle apparel for men and women. The truth is, it is very comfortable.
Very comfortable, and we both love our looks.
We like our looks.
And Jake picked my look.
Yeah.
The fact that Jake picked a look for me and we're both satisfied
is wild.
It's wild.
It's
That's
wild.
a Venn diagram.
So upgrade your wardrobe and order your own pair of Doer today. We highly recommend it. You want to go to the shops, you go to LA or Denver, or you can shop online at shopdoer.com/Gil sent me. DUER. So shopdoer.com/Gil sent me to get 20% off now. Remember, Gil sent me.
All right, we have a call. Ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
All right, here we go. And hello there, caller. Welcome to We're Here to Help. Can we get your name, your age, and where you're calling from, and I'll memorize all that.
Okay. My name is Emily. I am 26, and I'm from Austin.
Well, Emily, we're going to get into your problem in a second, but we also do want to tell you we have a very special guest. This person has not worked in film or TV. She's not an author, but she is a fantastic woman. She used to enjoy drinking a lot of wine, not so much anymore. My mother,
the
Jake's
beautiful
ex-girlfriend, Pam Reynolds is here.
Don't say ex.
Jesus.
No, that's unkind.
All right.
The on again, off again, the will they, won't they of we're here to help.
Stop.
The Pam and Jake
Do not-
storyline that's just keeping the audience on
Not
fire.
Jess and Nick, Pam and Jake. Emily, you have my mother, Pam, joining us. So, Pam, do you want to say hi to Emily?
Yes, hello, Emily.
Okay, great.
How
Hello.
are you?
Okay, so Emily, you know the deal. We're going to help you. Pam's probably going to pitch in. What is going on? What can we help you with today?
So, a little bit of backstory to kind of before I get into like the actual problem. I have a very big irrational fear of butterflies that started whenever I was a kid. My mom took me to the Houston butterfly exhibit, and one of the butterflies decided to, go for my ear and eat, my earwax, and that freaked me
This
out
isn't
really
accurate.
badly.
Emily,
does that really
Emily,
what
this
happened?
isn't real life.
Yes.
No,
Oh my
hold
gosh.
on. Emily, the butterfly might have gone near your ear. It wasn't attacking your earwax. That's little kid irrational stuff.
Did a professional ever weigh in on the reality
Or
of
did
that?
it just say it was trying to land on your ear like it was a perch?
I think Jake's
No, it was
right.
it was
Okay.
the scariest thing.
But how old were you when you were attacked by the killer butterfly? 5?
I don't know. I want to
3?
say between like 8 and 10,
Okay.
Did
somewhere
someone
in there.
confirm that it was after your earwax? Because I think Jake's...
I have no idea.
Okay, so I think...
I have no
So,
idea. It just
Basically, a
terrified me.
butterfly
Yes.
went on your ear, Emily,
And
it
you have
scared
been holding on to
Yes.
this fake reality, but we're not here to shatter that
Although
ceiling.
we might-
No, it's
Emily-
not a fake reality.
It is.
I don't
no,
think they
here's
eat
what we're saying.
earwax.
Emily, here's what we're saying. It's not a fake reality that a beautiful butterfly
Yes.
landed on your ear. It might be a fake reality that it attacked your ear and tried to eat the earwax out of
Yeah,
you.
I think he's right.
Definitely did not.
Okay, all right. So you know
Definitely
what,
did
Emily,
not.
we're on your team. So when you were younger, you went to Houston and you were attacked by a butterfly. Continue.
Yes, I was attacked by a butterfly.
We all agree.
But anyways, so my problem is one of my friends from high school is getting married in November in a butterfly atrium. So
What?
Good for you.
This
is a nightmare
this is
for you.
great.
Okay.
this is my nightmare, literally.
Yeah,
so
I get
I'm
it.
over here thinking, how the hell am I going to attend this wedding
Has-
Ugh.
without losing my shit?
Okay.
Ugh.
So really quickly, just to recap, so Pam is fully with us. I'm with us, and the audience is. Emily, you're 26. When you were 8, you were attacked by a beautiful butterfly. You avoid them.
Tried to eat your brain.
Tried to eat your brain. You've avoided them.
Yes.
When they're around, you are not afraid to move away from them. This is as real of a fear to you as like a shark in the ocean. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your friend is getting married. Is it an important friend?
Yes. We've been friends for over 10 years.
So you have to go to the wedding. What's the friend's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. So Sarah's getting married. You cannot be the psychopath and not go because of butterflies, but they're getting married in the home of your enemy, a bunch of butterflies.
Yes.
And the-
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of butterflies inside
Everywhere.
of this place.
Everywhere.
So-
And there's going to be a moment where the people who cater it and host this event puts a little fan on to get those little fuckers flying.
Yeah, yes.
Because everybody's doing this for the gram.
Yep.
And they want all those colors around you guys. So your enemy's going to be everywhere.
Yep. My first piece of advice: clean your ears.
Yeah. I think we're done. I think we're done. Clean
get
your
an ear
ears. Thank you
candle.
so much for the call.
Do not. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to. Yeah. You're just. Come on. You do not want to tempt them.
And so, Sarah, will you put into your? I'm sorry, Emily.
Yeah.
Will you put into your words what your exact question is? Now that we got a setup of this.
Yes. My exact question is, how am I going to sit through this beautiful ceremony without losing my shit?
Yes, understood.
Well,
Hard.
It's hard. It's. Do you have any phobias, Pam? I don't even know if you do.
No, but I did want to say something to Emily. I think she'll be quite pleased about this. When I was little, this is really horrid. I don't know whether even Garfy knows this, but I used to trap butterflies in a fish net, and then I would pin them on a board. So
What?
I punished the butterflies on your behalf,
why were you-
Emily.
what?
So I'm quite happy to hear this.
Sort of crucifix.
I'll tell you the weirdest turn of that story is it's made our affair even hotter.
Oh, what are you talking
I don't
about?
know. I don't know, but all of a sudden the idea of
just
you
earwaxed
torturing
the
and
story.
pinning
It was
a beautiful
Jake.
little butterfly.
Stop.
Pin me back,
Jake.
Jake.
Sweet
These
God.
are my wings. I'm trapped,
Leave
mama.
this
I
weird
want to
dotted
pin through
toddler
my
alone.
heart.
What?
I want to pin through my heart. But what I feel, Emily, is that I've punished butterflies for you on my behalf.
Why would you
on
do
your
that?
behalf? I don't
Were
know.
you studying them, or you were just
No.
sadistic?
No,
You
I was
were
just
a psycho.
sadistic.
She also used to eat dog biscuits,
I did.
the pink ones.
Again.
Jake, shut up.
Ruff,
All right.
ruff,
that-
ruff.
Christ.
This
God
doesn't help
damn.
you,
Wow.
Emily. So we need to solve your problem. And
Yeah.
and I think to you, this is so real, and it's.
Do you believe that the butterfly was eating her earwax?
I believe Emily believes that, and I think that this.
I think
That's
that's
a very
a,
political
so,
way of putting
so
it.
here's where
No,
so,
it actually happened.
So, Emily,
and it sounded like squelching.
so Emily, we're not going to go
gosh.
deep into the world of when a butterfly landed on your ear because we're going to just
It's like
believe
a
you on that.
Batman villain origin story.
Yes, but here's what I will say. There's a lot of these fears. I worked with a woman who was afraid of bananas.
My mother's
Banana?
taking that very.
She-
I like you
I bet you like
shaming
her.
Emily. Yeah.
How
She-
does that even happen?
Well, Emily,
One
the
tried to
way
eat her ear.
the way you're judging her
Yeah.
is possibly the way others might be judging you.
I gotta
But-
say, I love the color on Emily right now. I'm like, what a weirdo.
But here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say, Emily. When we got to the job, it was a movie. We were actually in London, and she was in the hair and makeup trailer, and we all had a talking to from the head of the department saying, could you guys please agree and no one brings bananas in the trailer? And knowing me, I was like, I won't push on this, but I have to ask her.
Yes.
And she said she has no idea why, but when she sees a banana, it's the same as if another sees like a serial killer
That's
with a knife.
crazy.
And so she's like, I can't go to the fruit section of grocery stores.
What?
Yes. And so
What's it like?
But so the reality is at first I was laughing and then she had a great sense of humor about it. And she's like, but the truth is it's very real.
Yeah.
So then when we got to know each other more as buds, she's like, I hear why you're laughing and I get it, but this shit is real. So
No, there are also clips on like Maury where someone's like, I'm afraid of pickles, and someone chases them with
The
a
best
pickle.
clips.
It's a great clip.
Maury's a
but it's-
piece of shit, but those are
it's
the
a-
best clips.
They did it for a reason.
So I'm going to actually pitch and it's going to seem like a bit, but it's where I was going. Either way, exposure therapy.
Yep.
I'm going to call that the Maury.
Okay.
So, Emily, here's what I think you got to do before this wedding. You got to get yourself around a bunch of butterflies. A lot.
Not a bad call.
And you got to find an environment. You have to go to this atrium by yourself. And you got to maybe bring a bottle of booze with you, get a little whiskey drunk, and walk in there and let these creatures come around you. And if you panic, leave and go back. But do it alone. Nobody needs to see this display of insanity from you. Garf?
I think that's pretty good. I think so. Just to be clear, the wedding is also in Austin at the atrium, correct?
Houston.
No, it's in Dallas.
Okay.
Okay.
At this place called Texas Discovery Garden.
Okay.
And so yeah, I was thinking my initial like gut reaction was like, all right, before this wedding, I'm either gonna take some Xanax
Nice.
or get a little drunk beforehand and just like,
I
deep
think-
breaths.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
center
idea.
myself.
I think having a cocktail or two is not a bad idea. I would also call them and say you're calling on behalf of your daughter who you're bringing to the wedding, just to cover your tracks. And you could say she has this fear. Is she going to be okay? Do the butterflies attack ears? Is there anything I can say to assuage the fears of my daughter? That's the first prong. The second prong is you're a little lucky because in wedding fashion or attire, you're okay to kind of wear a little bit of a mesh over your face. So you can kind of veil it up. So I would wear an outfit.
You're not allowed to wear a mesh
You're allowed
net.
to wear a little veil-y thing.
No, the
Mother?
bride is.
No, but you're allowed as an attendant. You can have a little meshy thing, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't
No.
think so.
No, I think she would have to
No.
fit.
No.
All right, wear a beekeeper outfit, okay? If you don't want my advice, don't call. Sorry, I'm getting hot. My
So-
mother's here.
So, Emily, there's the idea of Xanax and alcohol before. That's not a solution. That's just a wedding.
And I wouldn't go with both.
Yeah.
It's a terrible solution.
But no, but I also don't think
I
it's
think-
problematic. I would say for sure have a couple of cocktails.
Definitely have I would
Maybe half a Zanny.
I think, listen, if you need it, have it on hand.
Yes.
Right? And consider it like going into your cocoon, and you're going to come out on the other side, a beautiful butterfly ready to party at an atrium.
But Garth, we have not given enough pitches.
I think, well, where's my notebook? First of all, you're noticing an issue.
I'm not your dad.
Should have brought it in for me.
Get your own dad.
Get your own dad.
Well, you tried to provide
I might be Pam's daddy, but I'm not your dad.
Jesus Christ, stop. I like my mesh pitch. I will say that. You know what you could also do if you wanted is you could probably is the after party. The after party's not going to be at the atrium. The after party's somewhere else, right?
No. So I think it's just for the reception, or not the reception, the ceremony.
I bet you could find a way to.
No, you got to go to the reception. So Emily, I hear where you're going, but you got to go. It's a 10-year friend. So what are you really afraid of? Let's talk this out for a second, and let's do what Eve says I'm good at. Let's get back to the caller.
Good work.
So Emily, walk us through, and don't try to be funny. Try to be real. What are your fears? And this is something Dr. Phil would do on his show.
Emily,
what do you think is going to happen?
It's not like what I think is going to happen. It's that every single time I'm around a butterfly, my initial gut instinct is to run as far away, as fast as I can.
Okay.
Just to get away from
so
them.
Emily,
it's like the flutter.
Okay.
So you don't have to go back there. I can hear you're already kind of getting a little.
All right. So Emily, tell us this.
Goddamn fluttering.
Let's go back to you for a little bit.
Flutter.
What else is really scary about a butterfly? The flutter?
I don't know. Their long mouths, their eyes. I don't know. It's just for some reason it just freaks me out. I just don't like them.
Okay,
but I can see pictures of them, and that's fine.
So walk us through. Okay. It's the wedding night. You're in a dress. You sit down. You look up. You see a bunch of butterflies everywhere. Yeah? Where are you at now? How you feeling?
I am internally trying not to scream and run.
Okay. And then the butterflies start flying around because a fan comes on. And there's a bunch of butterflies, let's say 5,000.
He started with a big number, by the way.
Where are you
That's
at, Emily?
way too many.
No, Emily, you can't determine how many butterflies. There are 5,000 butterflies flying above your head. I want you to close your eyes right now. We're going to do a little session here. Will you do me a favor and actually close your eyes?
Yes, they are closed.
Now, I want you to take a deep breath in and out. In and out. You are at the reception, Emily. A bunch of your friends are there. Your dear friend Sarah is getting married. You look up. There are 10,000 butterflies. Hold on, sorry. That was immature.
Some babies.
They had some babies. There are 10,000 fucking butterflies everywhere. Now, Emily, I want you to look up at the butterflies and in your head say, you're just a beautiful creature on planet Earth and you don't attack anything. You don't kill anything. You eat nothing but like pollen probably.
Yeah, you're flower based.
You are harmless.
Yes.
And your wings are gorgeous. Would you say that to the butterflies out loud maybe?
I would say that to the butterflies, but then I would also be like, you can be beautiful and gorgeous over there away from me.
No, the butterflies are coming close to you.
Oh,
I want you to imagine a 6-foot butterfly right now.
Oh boy.
Walking up to you.
Hello.
Okay,
Oh,
that's what we're going to do.
All right.
So this is real now, Emily. Keep your eyes closed.
Close them.
Okay.
Now, Emily, I want you to do this sincerely. I don't know if it's going to work, but
Probably not, but let's go.
We might. I want you to have a real conversation now with your eyes closed. Picture a real butterfly. What colors are its wings?
Blue.
Blue?
Right.
What other colors are there?
I guess like some yellows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you really, what do its eyes look like? Is it scary?
If it's a 6-foot butterfly, absolutely. They're
Okay.
pretty big.
Okay. So then now I want you to take that 6-foot butterfly and make it tiny, like the size of a butterfly. Okay. Can you now see it? It's still blue and yellow. It's got the big mouth though. Can you visualize that butterfly 100%?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now next to it, put another butterfly, and that butterfly's the first butterfly's mother. Can you see that one?
Yes.
What does that butterfly look like?
the same colors, I
Okay,
guess.
cute. So it's a mother. I like that. Now I want you to tell that butterfly and its mother that you're afraid of them.
Okay.
I think both butterflies should obviously have an English accent. No.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so Emily, I would like you to express your fears to these butterflies.
All right, then.
And
Emily.
please be honest with us, because we're going to get to the other side.
Don't worry about our feelings.
Okay.
What's going
on? I see how beautiful and harmless you are, but I am unfortunately afraid of you.
But, Emily, we mean you no harm, darling.
I'm aware of this. It's just the movements, and I'm terrified, irrationally terrified of you.
But you've come here for a ceremony, and we're also a bit terrified of your movements and your gesticulations down on the ground. We're not so different, us. But I promise you, it's all right, Mum?
Yes.
Go on, say a little more to Emily.
No,
She's freaking.
Please don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. Put a fucking mic next to your fucking mouth, Emily.
Shut up and don't be so
No,
rude.
we're having a conversation.
I'm the fucking butterfly's dad now.
Oh God, where are you from?
I'm your stepdad, son.
We've had it.
And I'm the fucking butterfly that Emily should be afraid of.
What are you doing?
I'll whoop your fucking little ass if you talk to my
You're
fucking
messing
sweet.
up the. Go away.
Fuck
Stop.
Emily.
Stop.
Yeah? I'll eat her fucking earwax out, and I'll
what?
fucking eat your brain out, son.
Remember when you started? What was it about?
Put the mic in front of her face. Dear, are you all right?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
He talks to you like that again, I'm going to whoop his fucking ass.
Emily,
Right?
Thank
I'm not
you.
sure where
Thank you. This is what
Emily.
I have to put up with.
Emily,
now that
Life.
Now that I'm here and I'm your fucking man, you'll never put up with it again.
I don't know where you're from.
I'll wrangle his fucking neck off. I'll
don't
pop it
know
off. I
where
think
you're-
Australia.
Yeah, you might be very close to that.
I think we
honestly.
need to pin him on a board.
Oh God Almighty! No.
I would love to be pinned on your board,
All
and
right,
maybe
no,
I'll
oi,
pin you
oi,
back.
Oi! Oi!
I'll have two Fosters.
Oi!
You can pin
Oi.
me, and I'll pin you.
Oi!
Sounds
Oi!
lovely.
I think so too, dear.
Oi!
Can't wait.
All right, Emily.
Let's get rid of the fucking boy.
Emily.
I'll kill
Jake.
Emily.
Jake.
Yeah.
I'll eat her brains out.
Jake.
I've got my pins.
Oh, baby, I've got my pin.
Jake.
But I bet your pins are sharper.
Jake. Pam. Okay. All right, Emily. Jake.
Whoa, that's some method acting.
Yeah, I
Pam.
don't think anything helped or happened.
Emily, where are you at? Was that helpful?
Jake, stop shifting.
I was wondering if I could just say something
Please.
that
Yes.
I thought might help Emily.
Jesus.
And as I'm in America and I listen to
Jake?
Jake, sorry.
Okay.
I think that, do you think maybe just a little session of counselling? And while I've been watching the television here, I think you can phone these
That's
little
this podcast.
counselling.
We're
That's this. You're pitching to her this exact show.
No,
She means real.
I mean
therapy.
real ones, and she could perhaps have an hour or half an hour twice before the wedding
Yeah.
to see if that would help her.
So, Emily, this is the first time our advice to you is going to be go to a real therapist.
I think your advice.
Yeah.
Honestly, out of
I don't
all of
think
it,
that's true.
I think
Thanks to the
Jake's,
dumb Brit.
Jake's advice is the best advice.
Which is,
I would go to an atrium.
yeah, same.
I would go to one. I would get it out of the way. It's almost like before you go do a big show as a stand-up, you got to go hit a couple open mics. I would go there,
Agreed.
get the butterflies out, and go and experience it. Get that sensory overload out of the way once or twice.
That's right.
And then go to the actual wedding. You'll find a lot more comfort.
Emily, considering you have to go to the wedding and you're going to have to deal with this, will you do us a favor and just do a practice run where you actually go to an atrium, bring one friend with you,
Yeah.
literally for that?
Maybe a friend who's going to go to the wedding.
Yes, and take 2 Xanax.
Sure.
So just so you're around them, tell the people who work there so they can put one of them on your hand.
Yes.
And will you actually do me a favor and think of Pam's voice every time you see a butterfly?
And block out Jake's.
So Pam, will you just say really quickly, Emily, you're safe and I love you?
Emily, you're safe and I love you.
Now, every time you see a butterfly, will you think of that voice, Emily?
Yes, I will, because that was a very nice and comforting.
And every
Oh,
butterfly
that's so
on
sweet.
planet Earth,
Make sure you've got clean ears as well.
but every butterfly sounds like Pam, okay?
Or just take a
Okay.
cork board with one pinned on it and show it to the others and say, if the rest of you get out of line, this is what happens. Emily, will you do us a favor? And as much as it's gauche, will you film yourself being around these butterflies for the first time for us?
Please, please.
Please.
I will.
Have
I
your
will
friend
definitely
film
film it.
Oh, please actually do that. Please go to the atrium
Please.
and have your friend film you.
Oh,
Emily,
I'll film it. I'll
it-
film it and I'll tag you guys.
and
That's all.
last
Send
but
it to
not least,
Kevin.
we're going to leave on this, but Pam, could you send Emily out as a butterfly with some parting words?
I will. Emily, I love you and I wouldn't hurt you. And my wings are just so beautiful and fluttery. And I'm so attracted to you just to make you feel comfortable.
Pam, I feel the same way about you.
All right, we got to go, Emily.
That's
Thanks
exactly
a bunch.
how I
Jake,
feel about you.
Good luck, Emily.
Bye,
Your
Emily.
wings are so
I hope-
beautiful,
Take care.
and I'm so attracted.
Take care, Emily. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, have a great day.
Bye, Jake.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jake. See you later, Jake.
This episode of We're Here to Help is sponsored by Philo.
Philo has shows, movies, live TV for just $25 a month. You can even try it for free with a 7-day free
I
trial.
got to tell you, if you got a 7-day free trial and you don't have a TV system you're liking, try it for free.
Yes,
There's no contracts, there's no
Yes.
commitments, there's no hassles.
it's a better way to watch TV, and they have a lot of shows.
Yes.
We could highlight a lot that we like, but why not just start
The
at
challenge.
the top with the
Love
challenge?
After Lockup.
By the way,
Quiet
love-
on Set,
love-
The Dark Side of
love-
Kids TV. Did
love
you see that?
Yes,
Crazy.
but don't sleep on Love After Lockup.
I agree, by the way.
You and I are so connected with this sort of stuff.
Philo has more than 70 channels like BET, MTV, and AMC. And it's free for a week, and it's only $25
Yeah.
a month. There's no contracts, no commitments, no hassles, just a better way to watch TV.
That's
Let's get to that
absolutely right.
call to action. Kevin, you're moving around like a fucking drug addict.
So why don't you sign up today?
You guys
at-
are skipping around.
Why don't you sign up today at philo.tv/Gil sent me? That's right, everybody. That's philo.tv/Gil sent me to get 50% off your first month. Philo!
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How we doing?
Wow, is this the best I've ever heard a guy start? It feels like
Good
we're
start.
called in his
Yeah,
podcast.
good start.
Sir, who are you and why? Where are you calling from?
This is Nino from just outside of Boston.
This is exactly where I would have said. If you had said to me, guess where this guy's from, with the way it started, I'd have been like right around that zone. Nino?
I get that. Nino.
Okay.
Nino.
All right. All right, Nino. Well, you know the deal. You're on We're Here to Help. You got a problem. What is happening?
All right, boys. I think this is a pretty easy one. Every year, my father hosts a giant golf tournament for about 16 guys, and we always went to North Carolina. This year is the first year we're going to Tampa.
Wow.
I always end the tournament right around 4th, maybe 5th place. My brother has won it at least 3 times. I've never broken 3rd. Now that we're going to Tampa, I'd really like to kind of earn a higher spot.
Right.
Not really. We leave in May, so I don't have any time to take any lessons. And the kicker is my mom stitches initials of the winner in the sleeve of a jacket after every victory, and she's let me know every year that I'm nowhere near the top.
Okay. I just, if I may, just if he's trying to get us to get him to win this, I'm already like.
I also like that he said this is
No,
an easy one.
And then he's already been like, and there's no time for lessons.
Yeah, so-
Anyway, I gotta come in first. So
I guess our pitches is, Nino, you got to murder everybody above you.
cut off your brother's arm.
Yeah, you have to injure everybody. All right, so keep going. So your mother does the initials. You always come in 4th or 5th. Your brother always wins. You never broken 3rd, and you're looking for a better seat.
Yeah, I want to know. Besides cheating, how can I get earn a higher spot in the
Nuts.
squad?
This is
Kevin, are you trying to make it
What?
impossible for him?
I love this one.
Let me, Nino. Let me ask you this: do you think there's anything that two guys? I mean, I think, have we ever golfed together?
No.
I don't. I think maybe we played the par 3
Yeah.
once. We're not good.
Yeah, no, but hold on, Nino, let's go back to you for a second, because you're a funny guy. You have a good take on this.
Talk to me.
What kind of world are you thinking? So it's a heck of a setup, and I'm with you. But when you said this should be easy, in your head, what kind of ideas that you have that we can
And
maybe
no
pitch on your
cheating.
and that we can maybe pitch
Well,
on your pitches?
The initial thought was I wasn't going to get any golf advice from you two.
Right.
Right.
So I wasn't looking for that.
Okay.
Right.
I was looking at, this is a long weekend. We get there Thursday, we come home Sunday.
Okay, I'm seeing.
I can chip away at them. Is it taking them out a little extra for a few beers at the end of dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Getting tired, but we get some big boys from Houston coming up. I don't think that does it.
Okay,
So
I
throughout
understand
the
what you're
weekend,
saying.
and I really,
So you know what it could be, and I don't know this group, but and I don't know if this is gonna work, Nino. I don't even know if it's a good pitch, but I'm just starting the ball rolling. But Nino, don't get quiet here. You're the third guy. We need you. We need your help on
Yes.
this. What if you created some sort of fake drama between the guys at the top, and you added a layer of pressure? Like you say to somebody like your brother, "Give me who's number 2 mostly."
number 2 would be my buddy Jay.
So you say to your
Those
brother.
two fist fight for top.
So you say to your brother, "Hey, real talk, Jay's been talking a lot of shit about you. He says you're a chokemeister.
Mm-hmm.
He said you're not as good. And he said there's no way your game is going to translate down to Tampa." Then you say to
I
Jay,
like this.
you go to Jay and you go, "I got to be honest with you. My brother was making fun of you."
Mm-hmm.
He said that
Hitting everyone. Yeah.
And so you add something I did during Frisball days.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
when another team gets hot, you just have to turn up the temperature, Nino.
You're the best guy at this.
But and here's why, Nino. Skill-wise, you're at a 4 or 5. But we're not
Incredibly
talking
average.
Yeah, average. But we're not talking about professional golf players. So or you know what they can't do? They can't play great
What's
when
that?
pressure's on. So every
What's that?
single moment you start saying to them, "Hey Jay, my brother says there's no way you're hitting an eagle here." Every time there's a putt, you go like this, "Hey," to your brother, "how much you want to bet he misses it?" So and no one's paying attention to you because you got them all battling each other and you're just quietly fucking hitting the ball. But they have put in their game into a pressure cooker. So maybe they all take a step down. How do you think of that as a start?
I think that's a perfect start, and regardless of what we come up with next, that's what we're leading with.
Okay.
Right off the
to be
airport,
fair,
playing with
Nino,
something
and
there.
God love you. But to be fair, that's the only pitch so far, so we would have to be leading with it. But I like that
1,000
you're a great guy.
I'm with
Like
Nino. I'm
you're
with Nino.
yeah, okay. All right, I like that. I think there's definitely a mind game aspect. My first thought was off of what you said, get them fucking hungover. But let me ask you this. Do you guys drink while you're golfing?
Very much so.
Okay, so I think let's lean into that game a little bit. You have the great inebriator. You're Boston guys, you're in Tampa. I think you got to just get everyone more drunk, and you fake drink a little bit.
But he's got some big boys down from Houston coming. These guys can drink.
Listen, but I think instead of hungover, let's actively get more intoxicated for the actual game.
I got another pitch, Nino, and this is getting weird. And
Good start. Let's go. Let's hear it.
the top 4 guys, can you steal their clubs?
Or fuck with them
No.
a little? No.
Okay. Because here's what I was going to say. You could return them after, but if they're using clubs and they go like, "I never even used this driver."
Yeah.
Should have kept a better eye on your stuff. I like that.
You know, just
Could
the
be.
idea of, or you just do something. You replace their balls with weird ones. You find like you get online and you find like golf balls that are
Prank tees.
heavier.
Yeah, tees that snap easier or something.
Yeah, so that you go like you start looking at go to all their clubs at night and you put like a weird oil on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just so that when they hit, they go like, "What is happening?"
Or what if you found
You're
a
right.
way? What if this is crazy, but what if you like hired someone to follow you guys around the course and shout Baba Booey before someone swung?
Oh, I have an idea.
Hire someone. What do you guys do now? You guys in Tampa
Yeah.
during, like in the middle of May?
No.
Gareth might be touring. I'm not.
No, I will not be
But
anywhere
Nina,
near there
I got something.
by design.
I got something, and it's a real weird one, and you might just be the guy to pull it off.
Okay.
This is what we're looking for, boys.
So supportive. There's like, I feel like I could be like, you know, put poo in your hand and throw it at your brother and be like, "Hey, I like that we got some ideas up on the board."
You know what I would like? You know how we have the lady with Gareth puns who goes, "Oh boy." After every good one, I would love Nino's. I like where we're going with
I
this
like
one,
it
boys.
doesn't anything.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have to stab your brother like
Yeah.
he's Caesar.
I like where you're going, boys.
I like the beginning of this. Let's close up.
So here's what I'm thinking, man. And this is a real weird play, but we're just
I like where we're headed.
but we're just trying to get a victory out of this one, right? You have a girlfriend, you got a wife, where are you at?
I got a wife, yeah.
Okay, so you got kids?
No.
Okay, this is good. This might work. You start planting the seed. Give us a name for that wife of yours.
Alana.
Alana. You go like this. The beginning of the tournament. First night drinking. I'm in a shit situation.
I
they
was
go,
going to pitch something like
What's
this.
going on? And you go, Alana's with another guy.
This is great.
And they go, you got to be kidding that. And you go, hey, I'm still in love with her. And they go, I'd never been lower in my life. I'm a loser. I never win anything. You plant the seed within them that they, when you're not around, go, do we let the fucking guy win? Nino, you've never been lower. The second you make them come up with it, you go, I swear to God, she's fucking this other guy. And then they go, you leaving her? And you go, I'm just a wet noodle. What am I? I'm going to stay. What do I got? And they go, have a little bit of self-respect. And you go, I never win nothing in my life. I'm middle of the road. I'm a 5th place finisher. So then you leave. Your brother goes, Jesus Christ, I don't feel right beating him. They all go, how about we do this? We keep 2 scores. The real score and the Nino score. When you get the victory, you go, the victory's real. You get the initials. And then you tell them later, you go, and I hustled you. Because golf is a mental game. And you guys are mental babies, and I just beat you.
I like where I'm going with this one.
What do you think of that as an idea, Nino?
I think that's a tough one to throw over the fence to the boys. I don't know.
I got you. Okay.
Well,
all right, fair.
My version.
I thought we were going to win there.
I did too.
Yeah.
And my version of that was going to be that throughout the game, you're escalating the problems. So again, in this one, you are sort of ruining the game to win it, because you would be like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
I hired a PI. They're at a movie together. They're making out in the back," and then you go up with full focus and you do your best while your brother's like, "Man, I feel so bad for my brother."
And then you could say in the middle of it, I just feel like I haven't won anything. I'm not winning.
Loser.
I'm a loser.
I've always been a loser.
Because I'll tell you what.
I think bringing home the jacket will really win her over.
Yes, but for real. And then you could say partly one of the things she said is you never win anything. Because what you're trying to get is, and what you told us from this setup, is you're not going to take any golf lessons.
No.
You don't want to cheat.
I mean, it's a pinhole we're trying to thread.
You're saying, I'm trying to figure out a way to win a golf tournament, but not get better at golf.
Yeah.
Without improving.
Without improving. So the only way to do that then is you need to find a way to get the guys who are better than you to let you win as an act of kindness, to which you then rub in their face and you say, you were kind of the wrong guy. I tricked you for the victory, but I still think the victory counts.
You reveal that once you're about to putt the last one. You go, hey, boys, I should let you know a little something. Yes. Everything with the wife is perfect.
And then you hit a par and you go like this, and I just got mom's initials.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can do. What do you think of that, Nino?
My only concern is I've known these boys for a long time, and I don't think they'd give me an inch. Doesn't matter if my wife's cheating or not. They're still going for the jugular, boys.
Understood. Okay, so then I think we got to lean into drama.
Yeah.
Because
I like the drama pitch.
And here's why I say that, because it's hard to hit when there's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys watch each other each hand, or each hole?
Yeah, if it gets backed up, the group behind will watch whoever's in front of them, definitely, yeah.
So one of the things we might have to do, if the drama thing doesn't work, is you just got to get really petty. And everybody who's above you in the ranking, you got to follow them around, talk a lot of shit, have an air horn, and just...
Call fouls. No, you can't do that.
And just...
You're not allowed to pick up this. You can't pick that up until you put your ball down.
So what do you think, Nino? We've gone... We were talking kind of drama, right? We're maybe trying to get everybody drunk, but these are big boys from Houston. They already drink. I brought up the idea of stealing the clubs, which didn't seem exciting. We talked about this idea of the wife left you, that slowly gets revealed that you hired a PI throughout the game. You're saying it's not going to work. We're also talking about the idea of, essentially being the clown on the Apollo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whenever they're trying to do something, you're the Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
You just You dress weird. You make weird sounds. After you do the you do the Caddyshack.
I was just gonna
Jesus, like you
say,
know me.
if you're you show up like Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, you Rodney Dangerfield.
You Rodney Dangerfield the game.
That's actually a great pitch.
You
So,
have
you seen Caddyshack?
You must have.
No, come on.
Okay. So do you remember when he would like even he had
Hey, I tell you.
he had a speaker in his bag.
Yes.
So
Journey.
everywhere he went
Bump
was
it.
a little bit of a party.
Yeah.
What you could do
Anyone want a cocktail? You got to be like that.
But I had like that, you should get a free bowl of soup. Oh,
Looks good on you though.
no offense. So there's a world where you just Rodney D the Weeknd.
You have to become a force, a personality force. You're a bit like John Daly.
Oh, I have an idea too.
Yeah.
Because here's the catch. We're giving you good pitches for the weekend, but those guys are going to kill you at golf.
The Rodney Dangerfield pitch could,
So I have an idea. And this might be the only way you're getting mom's initials, which seems to be the end all.
Yeah.
What if you talk to your sweet mom and you tell her that you're going through a big depression and you really need the initials as first place?
I don't know. With her other son in the mix, I don't think
She won't break.
she doesn't want to be in cahoots.
Well, how about this?
Listen.
Kevin, what if we got Leah to do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
My wife is a professional embroiderer. Do you want to ship the jacket to us?
And what if
Oh.
what if we just faked it and you showed up with a first place?
What if you
initial?
wear it for the weekend so it's sort of like you're manifesting?
Yes, and you're saying, how do I get first place without getting better? Well, you don't. You just say, you know what you do? You
Yes.
just lie and say you're first place.
Yes. And you should post about it. And you should really lean into it. And I also still think
And
I
you
would
Rodney
Rodney
it.
Dangerfield it
And
as well.
because you're Rodney
and that
it,
involves
yes.
drinking. Your bag should have a wet bar in it. You should always be like, hey, come on, have a Mai Tai.
So what do you think about just pretending you've already won and this is your victory tour?
I'm probably going to steal the jacket and rock it at least for the weekend,
Yes.
no matter where I'm sitting in the leaderboard, and then combine it with a couple other things that you guys pitched.
Is he accepting the
I
last
like it.
pitch? Because we're offering to make you a faux.
Well, it's hard because you would have to send it here. You'd have to get the jacket, send it to Leah, embroider it, and then send it back. Yeah.
We can do that.
Hey, Nina,
can you do that?
Can you get your hands on the jacket?
I don't know. I don't know where the jacket is right now. I've never held it.
So you know what we need from you? We need
What's that?
we need you to get the jacket, send it to Kevin.
Yeah.
Then we're just gonna embroider that you've won. And that's the way we do this. How do you win a tournament without getting better? You don't.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
just say you won.
I mean, right away you told us improvement in your game was not an option. So what do you think of that, Nino? Is that in the realm of possibility?
I love it. And if it was realistic, I think I would I would just put all my chips into that. I just don't know if I can get it.
Okay. And then if you can't get it, what are we doing?
I think we're building a shit ton of fake drama.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a few G&Ts for the crew. Maybe I'll drink up a little White Claw, kind of keep the pace, but not as aggressive.
Okay.
And then really build into the fake drama, and then just Rodney.
I love it.
I
And
think
Rodney the
you also the fact that you're going through personal drama can justify why you've become Rodney Dangerfield.
No, it's not his personal drama. He's creating drama between them.
Oh, you're doing the shit talk betwixt.
I'm gonna
Okay.
turn them all against them.
And so
Okay.
how are you going
Against each
to
other.
So I would start that early, and I would start the idea that this year in Tampa the competition's different
Mm-hmm.
and everybody is talking a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that there's just a real bad vibe in the air between 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like
under
that.
4, everybody's having a blast.
I mean, you really have to go for it, though. But yeah, that seemed, and I would, again, get them fucking drunk. You stay sober and get them, all that combined. I mean, it's an all hands on deck if you can't improve your game, if that's not part of this.
Here's another possible way, Nino, that I don't think would work, but it could work. Maybe you try to convince everybody that winning doesn't matter and that the fun of these tournaments is getting wasted together. And it's kind of a D-bag move to take it too seriously and be like, you know, what we're all kind of talking about. You say it to everybody individually in the top 4. You say like the rest of the group is saying like, you're getting too competitive. and everybody loves you, but you're turning into a fucking asshole.
I actually like that a lot. What if night one you do a toast where you talk about something that's maybe not as cliched as the real winning happens off of the course because of this.
Yes.
It's important that we spend this time together growing our bonds.
This group's not going to buy that.
Maybe not, but then I like that follow-up of being like, guy being like, you're a bit of a
So
maniac.
I would do this, one-on-one to like your brother. I'd go like, hey man, just letting you know, like everyone says you're getting to be a bit of a fucking prick.
Yeah.
And they go, what do you mean? They go, they think you think you're Tiger Woods out there, man.
Enjoy yourself.
Just by the way, say hi to somebody once in a while. Nobody gives a shit about your score.
Yeah.
And then go like, hey, I know you think you're good, but against real players, you're dog shit. So fucking ask somebody about their personal life for once. You're losing out on people who love you a lot. And they go like, no, I'm not. I'm doing everything right. And they go, you're so focused on winning, you don't realize you're fucking losing the whole weekend. And then you're out there trying your hardest.
And what about this? Because, look, none of this might work. What about if at the very end, the winner, you in front of your buddies, put down one bet to see if you can play against them in a one-shot game or something like that for a winner-takes-all shot. You might want to, again, have the wheels greased a little bit by alcohol. But then you say something where you're like, for all the marbles, I'll bet you can't hit this there. Or
like a trick shot.
Yeah, a trick shot. So you work on like a trick shot where you're like tapping it or something. Who can hit it the further without it dropping on the ground? You just tee that up for the very end. Make it an intense shit talk. And again, you're fourth or fifth. Nobody's going to be intimidated by you.
You might be able to jump
but
up.
It gives you your best chance.
What do you think?
I like that. Didn't even think of. See, this is why I called you boys. This is what I was looking for.
Nino, you've been a tough case, but something like that might be the move.
So what do you think?
I think that.
Okay. And is there a trick shot you're good at?
With some, I'm going to go for the drama and the excessive drinking.
Yep.
Yes.
If that doesn't work, I'm going to have something in the bag.
Yes.
What it is yet, I have no idea, but we'll work on it.
Well, think about it. You know golf better than us, but think about it and let us know what that's going to be, because that could save your weekend.
What you have to do, and this is what I do to Gareth on bets.
This is true. This is why I said Jake's perfect for this.
So what you have to do on that is you don't have to jump everybody. You have to find something with the guy who's number one that's triggering.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll do with Gareth is like, I'll want to make a big bet about like, he wins every year, the dinner and the $100. So I'm like, how do I recoup? So I know I'm trying to get to a Super Bowl win, which is hard. Even if you're a good team, it's just hard. So you got to have a lot. You have to be better than every other team and play well that game. So I will start my texts in a kind of basic zone, going like, yeah, they're pretty good. They're a lot like the Cowboys. They go far. Then he'll go, the Bears suck. You're hurt. You're triggered. I go, yeah. And I'll keep going. Then we'll be talking about something small, and I'll go, yeah, I mean, they're fine. They're never going to win a Super Bowl. And he'll go, oh, they could win a Super Bowl with this group. And I go, they won't do it by 2025. And he'll go, they might. And I'll go, I'll put $1,000 they don't. And then he'll go, yeah, I mean, you never know. And I'll go, money where your mouth is, big boy. And he'll go, I mean, it's a Super Bowl. And I go, I'll put 10,000. They're not going to do it. And then he'll go, fine, 1,000. So if you do that with the first person, what you're betting on, Nino, is you go, if I do this, which I'm so much better than you, you're dog shit at this. I'm so great. I win the weekend. And they go, no, I won the weekend. You go, all right. So you're afraid. You don't think you could do this. So you're making them risk the initials.
Yes.
And then you just got to hit that putt.
Yes. And even if you don't, I mean, this is your best shot, though.
But what you then give yourself with the loss is if I lose, I take off my clothes and I streak the golf course or whatever.
Sure.
We got to start wrapping up. Nino, what do you think of that, buddy?
I like that. First time there's been a side bet for the jacket. Never happened before in 13 years.
Yes, I think that's your best bet, and that's a side bet for the jacket.
Yep.
Hey, does Gareth really fall for that same setup every year?
Yes.
With the Super Bowl?
Well,
No, it's not false.
You almost got a tattoo of Brett Favre on your leg, and I almost got nothing.
A long time ago.
Thanks so much for the call.
Love you, boys.
Bye, buddy. Love you, buddy.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by a long sponsor.
Yes.
That we're thankful for.
And
that
we love.
is Zocdoc.
Yes, Jake.
Zocdoc is a free app and a website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. Garf, man, we've used this.
Pretty straightforward
Yeah.
because it, like, when you try to get appointment, it eliminates the problem with trying to go see a doctor.
Yes.
Which is that you're like, oh my God, they don't have an appointment for 6 weeks. They're too far. They don't take my insurance. Whatever those things are eliminated by Zocdoc.
Zocdoc is honestly great. Gareth and I do both use it.
Yep.
So go to Zocdoc.com/HTH and download Zocdoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's Zocdoc, ZocDoc.com/HTH. That's ZocDoc.com/HTH.
Hey everyone, producer Kevin here. This follow-up is from the April 4th episode of the podcast called Ranger's Range. It's the first call in the episode. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry, who did you say 1 second to, please?
Someone got scolded.
Hi, you're on. We're here to help. This is a follow-up call, and we heard you say 1 second off phone, and we kind of want to know who you're talking to, please.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay, but who were you talking to, please?
Oh, that was my boss.
You 1 seconded my boss, you bad lady. Yeah.
So this is about a pink slip.
1 second, Carol. I'm calling a ridiculous call-in podcast with two idiots.
I have to let two morons know how it worked out.
Turns out you're an emergency room nurse, and the doctor is like,
scalpel. 1 second. Who are you? And remind us of your situation. We don't know anything.
Yes, my name's Elaine, and I'm the one who had the mom that was willing to fight a deer.
Oh, yes. And we remember, Gareth, we made the recording for her mom about the really scary deer.
Oh, right.
And how mom should not go in the woods.
Yes.
You're a ranger, right, Elaine?
Yes.
All right.
Park ranger, thankfully.
Park ranger. Walk us through what happened.
So just to be clear, your mother, what you were worried that your mother had a deer. What did your mother want from a deer?
She wanted to feed deers and walk around and find antlers, and other people are feeding them. And Elaine's job is to keep people away, and then her fucking mom's gonna do it.
So we made a fake kind of news broadcast about how there had been some crazy deer shit going on. Okay.
Also, now I know why you could say to your boss 1 second.
Yeah, because it's a bear.
Yes.
You're out in the middle of the woods. You're like this. Anything all we got is time out here.
Yeah, you're living in a tree like a Keebler elf. Okay, Elaine. So what's up?
Yes. So the voice recording totally worked. She fell for it completely.
Great.
I did some really good prep prior to sending the email. I called her a couple days before and was like, dang, the deer are just crazy right now. And then sent the email, and she completely fell for it. She was telling all of her friends.
Oh, boy.
What was she saying?
Yeah.
She was telling her friends
kept telling them,
go ahead.
Yeah, that there's just feral deer. She got to look out. They had the crazy deer. The only thing that she was skeptical of was Ranger Rick. You guys used the name Ranger Rick, and apparently that was some character of her childhood. And she was like, really? You guys have a Ranger Rick? I was like, yep, sure thing.
Interesting. But she bought everything else. Did you play? I'm now remembering at the end that we did an extra take where Gareth was really wild. Did you do the first one, Kevin? Did you send her both?
No, I think just the first one.
You just sent the good. Okay, never mind. I was about to question how crazy your mom is.
Yeah.
Because it was like the deer was like a shark or something. All right. So, Elaine, you played this for mom. Mom bought it. And then what happened during the visit?
Yeah, she came out during the visit, and it worked, but she was still just hunting more the woods for the deer sheds. So definitely still staying away from the wildlife, but she still is set on finding a deer shed. And I think this worked for this time around, but I called her last night And she's still like, no, I think I could fight a deer. I think I could take one. Like maybe
okay.
next season I'll be doing it. So
Well, then I'll tell you what's
she's
going to
still
happen,
set.
Elaine.
Yep. Go
Is
ahead.
next season we're making another one,
Yep,
and we're now
100%.
saying that deer had some babies, and there's about 8 of them right now.
Yep.
Because what's happening
Perfect.
here? What's happening here with your mom, and it's a classic situation. But this is a wound that's too big for a Band-Aid, so we just threw one thing of gauze on it, taped it up, and we held it for this trip. But that dam's gonna break.
Yep.
And
No,
next
she's
year we're
got
getting
a
the
white
bigger
whale.
guns.
I mean,
yeah. You know
yeah.
what we'll do next time maybe is, Kevin,
Mhm.
when we do this again, let's have a special guest on it too. Maybe like Lamorne.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, boy,
We'll see
you
how
just-
that one goes.
Oh, God.
And we'll start, maybe Elaine, every year we'll heighten with your mom and see how far we can get away with it
That
until
is
the dam
hilarious.
breaks.
That's hilarious. Every year we will up the stakes of this. I would suggest that in either the next one or the one after, Ranger Rick has been ruined and killed by a deer.
That's got to be like the third one.
Yeah. Once we're starting to push it a little bit, and I think, by the way, if we have Lamorne on the second one,
It'll be over. We'll
I
get
think it might
somebody
be over
else on the
already.
second one.
Okay, yeah. Lamorne
will
3
be
or 4.
Lamorne will be on the one where the deer attacks us during the broadcast.
Right. Yeah. He's
We
trying
have
to
to do
break
one with
into
Jillian
this
Bell
friend-
too. Jillian
Yeah,
Bell
yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
right,
Yeah.
Jillian Bell. That's right.
Oh man,
Elaine, appreciate this follow up. This is just
that's great.
Such good work in setting her up before. We're glad it worked a little bit on this one. And I mean, we threw you an alley-oop and you dunked it.
Yep, and we will continue to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't have
We
done it
will win.
without you guys. I appreciate
Couldn't
it.
have done it
100%.
without you.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have done it without us.
You know what?
Of course.
Let me get a little bit nature and smart, but this is a symbiotic relationship.
Ooh, not parasitic.
Ooh.
Yes, Elaine. We both benefit.
Yes. Big words.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
we do here.
Yes.
Elaine,
Yeah.
you're the best. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. You have a great rest of your day.
You too, buddy.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for watching us on YouTube. Please
Like and subscribe so you don't miss any of this quality content.
ring.
Here to help. Go ahead.
Cut.
That was a headgum podcast.